Welcome to the Explainer. Okay, so deep in southwest China, one city is placing a massive bet on a future powered by AI. Today, we're diving into a staggering 200 billion yuan plan that's set to completely change the game for manufacturing. And it all kicked off at the 2025 World Intelligence Industry Expo in Chongqing.
To get a sense of the scale here, just look at this number. We're talking about an expo that showcased over 3,000 innovative products. This wasn't some small local fair. It was a global stage, a real snapshot of where AI is heading and how fast it's getting there. All right, here's how we're going to break this all down. First, the mega conference itself. Then we'll look at the 200 billion yuan blueprint behind it all. After that, the industries being put into action. And finally, how this whole effort is about more than just code. It's about building a community. So, first up, Chongqing's AI Mega Conference. What exactly was this event and why was it such a big deal? Well, this expo was laser-focused. The main themes were AI+, which basically means integrating AI into, well, everything, and of course, smart vehicles. But it also zeroed in on 5 key sectors, including this wild new idea of a low-altitude economy. Seriously, think drones and flying taxis. And having Singapore as the guest of honor? That sends a clear message about their global ambitions. All right, now for the headline story, the money. This is where a tech conference stops being just a conference and reveals its true strategy for what they're calling Chongqing Smart Manufacturing. And here it is, the number that changes the entire game. Over 200 billion yuan, that's roughly 28 billion US dollars, was committed to new projects right there at the expo. Folks, that's not just a signal. That's the rocket fuel for the city's entire high-tech future. And look, this isn't just throwing money at a wall and hoping something sticks. Not at all. It's all guided by Chongqing's super ambitious 33-16-18 plan. Think of it as a strategic framework, a detailed roadmap designed to systematically build out its manufacturing power into these massive, dominant industrial clusters. So, you might be wondering, where is all this cash actually going? Well, it's incredibly targeted. A whopping 57% of that 200 billion yuan is being funneled directly into just 3 specific high-growth industries. This is a very calculated bet, not some blind spending spree. And here they are, the 3 pillars of this whole strategy. You've got intelligent, connected, new energy vehicles, new generation electronic information manufacturing, and advanced materials. These 3 sectors alone pulled in over 113 billion yuan, all with the goal of turning each one into an absolute powerhouse industry worth trillions. Okay, so we've seen the blueprint, we've seen the money, but how does this all translate into actual, tangible action? This is where we see what the source material calls new quality productive forces, which is really just a way of saying tech-driven, super efficient industries actually coming to life. And here are just a few of the flagship projects. You've got a massive flywheel for clean energy storage. Check, that hits the green trend. Then there's a new headquarters for digital twin software, using AI to simulate complex machines. That's the intelligent box ticked. And finally, a new R&D base for flying vehicles, pushing right into that high-end manufacturing space. This quote from the founder of the automaker Surrey's Group, it just perfectly captures the ambition here. The goal isn't just to build better electric cars. It's to create, and I love this phrase, mobile, intelligent bodies. Vehicles that act like thinking agents on wheels, that are capable of perceiving their environment, making decisions, and even evolving. But you know, a revolution like this isn't just about factories and algorithms. To make it truly sustainable, it has to be about people. It's about building a complete, self-sustaining ecosystem. And this slide really reveals a fundamental shift in strategy. The old model was siloed, companies working alone, with limited funding and a super narrow focus on just the tech. The new model that Chongqing is building is a truly collaborative ecosystem. It pulls in diverse capital, it deeply integrates universities with industry, and it focuses relentlessly on creating real-world impact. A perfect example of this ecosystem in action is a 1 billion yuan project with the tech giant Huawei. It's a pretty brilliant 3-step model. First, they partner up with universities and corporations. Second, they build these innovation hubs right on campus, like little chip and software factories. And third, they train the next generation of engineers with the exact skills the industry is crying out for, creating a direct pipeline from the classroom straight into a high-tech career.
You know, this quote from the expo organizers really gets to the heart of the entire mission. All this tech, all this investment, all this strategy. At the end of the day, it's all about making sure these incredible advancements actually improve daily life for ordinary people. It's about technology in service of the community.
So, what's the big takeaway from all this? This isn't just a conference or a bunch of business deals. It's a coordinated, massively funded, and highly strategic play to make Chongqing the national powerhouse for China's next generation of industry, all built on a foundation of AI, smart manufacturing, and green tech.
And that leaves us with one final, pretty provocative thought. We've just seen how AI is set to become the new essential infrastructure for things like manufacturing and vehicles. So the question is, what's next? What industry, what part of our lives is going to be completely reshaped by this force next?